I would say that this is like a beginner or introduction to Mendeley reference management system. And in addition, it's not only about learning how to use or to know about Mendeley, but also for me to guide you on a bit on how you can use it to develop your thesis. Okay, so because when we read your thesis, we will refer to your references. Then we will look at the bibliography, right, at the list of references. When we look at the list of references, we can see whether, is it complete or not, is the reference from journal articles or conference proceedings and so on. So this is one important thing before you submit your thesis. Make sure all your references are taken care of. Okay, so to take care of your references is from the beginning, not at the end of the thesis writing. I start using Mendeley. So Mendeley is a free reference manager. Okay, it can help you not only store but organize. You can take notes, share and cite references. Okay, and then it can automatically help you generate bibliographies. You can collaborate easily with other researchers online. You can import papers from other research software. Because, for example, you can also import from Endnote. If you have, for example, previously you use Endnote, you want to change to Mendeley. So you can import the papers from Endnote to Mendeley. Okay, find relevant papers based on what you are reading. Okay, and also access your papers from anywhere online. So basically what I have here in these slides is from Mendeley's website. Yeah. Next, this is very important for me to let you know. Mendeley started to merge or to collaborate with Elsevier in 2013, and from time to time they not changed, but actually they upgraded their systems according to users' comments and feedback. Okay, so there are old versions and new versions of Mendeley. So this one is very important so that you don't get confused. Okay, the old version of Mendeley is called Mendeley Desktop. Okay, and the new version is Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, so these are the ones that you can download on your laptop. Okay, however, Mendeley Desktop is installed or kept on your machine, your laptop. For Mendeley Reference Manager, it is a cloud-based software. Okay, so it will sync from your laptop to the cloud. Okay, so there's a good thing about cloud-based reference manager. In case anything happen to your laptop, you still have the your data on the cloud. Okay, so the free plan for students is 2 gig. But I think inshallah for your PhD is enough. You don't need to buy extra account, but the free one is 2 gig. Okay, so maybe some of you are now using Mendeley Desktop. Okay, but the one that I will be sharing with you today is Mendeley Reference Manager, the latest one. Okay, for the citation tool, we have Mendeley, and then we have the citation tool. Okay, so Mendeley is the place where you put all your references, and the citation tool is the one that you will use in your Microsoft Word. Okay, you will use in your Microsoft Word. Okay, the citation tool, the old one is known as Microsoft Word Citation Plugin, and the latest one, the new one, is Mendeley Cite. Okay, so the one that I will share with you today is the new one, which is Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, and used with Mendeley Cite. Okay, when we talk about Mendeley Reference Manager, as I mentioned just now, it is online version, and it is collaborating with Elsevier. Okay, this is the part that I like very much about Mendeley, because all papers that are in Scopus and Science Direct, you can import them directly to Mendeley. That's the beautiful part of Mendeley. Okay, so in addition to what I mentioned just now, we have Mendeley Reference Manager and Mendeley Cite. There is another tool, we call it Web Importer. Web Importer is whereby you can add into your Google Chrome. Later you can import whatever from your web to the Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, number 4, I just put an asterisk there, Mendeley Desktop. In my opinion, if you are new to using any reference software, just start using Mendeley Reference Manager. Don't use Mendeley Desktop because there will be some conflicts when you use both. That PhD is a research training, a journey, okay, whereby you build up your values, you build up your skills in writing, skills in communicating your ideas, and so on. Okay, so develop your values, and we publish and build up your research profiles. And also, one important thing, build your thesis from time to time. Okay, of course, we need to publish our work, okay, to ensure that we are the one who propose the idea. Okay, however, please bear in mind, first build up your thesis from day one, build up your thesis from chapter 1 and so on. But like certain faculties, like now Azman Hashim International Business School, before you defend your proposal, students need to have one publication. Any publication, is conference or journal article. Okay, but this is not the requirement to submit your thesis, but this is a requirement for proposal defense. It's you check with your faculties and schools whether it is a requirement or not. So do it hand in hand. Of course, when you are at the beginning of your research journey, it will be a bit challenging, but inshallah you will manage. Okay. Okay, so I have searched for articles, and these are the output. Okay, I found quite a lot of articles here. You can see 350 results. So for example, I want from 2021. So they will, filter, and let's say I want from the latest 5 years only. Okay, so what I can do is I can read in general this one, and then okay, you can see that this is conference proceedings open access. Open access means there is a probability when you download, when you add to the library, you will get the PDF file. Probably it depends on the authorization from the publisher of that particular paper. Okay, so let's take this and let's try. Okay, so you can view PDF. You can view because it's open access, even if you don't subscribe to Scopus, if you don't sign in from university's library database, you can access the paper. Okay, and also you have the option of add to library. Okay, so the title is Gamification in Healthcare, Motivating South Africans to Exercise. Okay, I already added to library here. You can also view in library here. So now it has already been added. Gamification in Healthcare, Motivating South African to Exercise. Okay, so if you look at here just now, I can download the PDF, right? Okay, so let's try get PDF. Okay, for this particular paper, the publisher allow us to download the PDF, so we can have the PDF file. Okay, so this is the PDF file. If you want to return to the library, just click the library. Let's close this. Okay, so first step, I want to show you how you add articles to your library. So this is your library, your reference manager that is online, that is on the cloud. You don't need to put it on your desktop. Okay, so there are a few things that I would like to explain here. All references that you have added to your library. Okay, you recently added, so I just added this just now. Recently read, so I just read these papers previously. And then what are the favorites? If I star any of these, for example, So it will be in your favorites, in the favorites. My publications are the publications that has my name. So these are the list of my publications. Okay. And then this one, private groups, you can create private groups whereby, for example, you want to write a paper with your friends. So only your friends can access the private groups. Okay. So, and if you look at here, there are authors. You can sort the name of the authors here. You can sort the year. Okay, and then you can see the added title. Added. Yeah, and then this. All right. If you can see here, the files, meaning if there are nothing here means I don't have the PDF file. If there's a file here means I have the PDF file in this reference manager. Okay, let's look again at the one that I showed you just now, this one. Okay, the one that I just added to the library just now. So we have the name of the conference. This is a conference proceeding. Okay, and then this is the title. This is the these are the authors. The title of the conference proceeding. You may read the paper. Okay, and those are the details. So now we will go through a bit on how to, I think some of you already tried, but you can upload. Just now, we know that when we add references to library, actually most don't have the PDF file. Okay, nowadays, Alhamdulillah, well, it's good and not that good. We have open access. Good is we can download the PDF file easily. Not that good because if we want to publish, we have to pay a lot. Okay, so if we have the PDF file, okay. If you don't have the PDF file, so you have to search for the PDF file, and then you can upload the PDF file, and then we can use web importer. We can also import either one of this format. Okay, so we can import references with the format .bib or bibtext.ris and also Endnote. So just now Shirley was asking on how she can export her Endnote references. Probably she is interested to use Mendeley now. So I will show you afterwards. Okay. Next. This one I already mentioned to you just now how to develop your thesis, which is you can use the annotation and you can also use the notes so that you can copy and paste at certain parts of your Microsoft Word document. Okay, so use them to help you to develop your ideas. Okay, and when we talk about a thesis, actually we are learning from others and we develop our own ideas by synthesizing the ideas that we get from others. So it's not wrong for us to copy and paste first draft, very first draft before you defend your proposal. For example, as I mentioned just now, you have one notebook called problem background. So anything when you read, you found that it is interesting and it is related to your problem background, just copy and paste first. Then later, you can revise it accordingly. Make sure it's your own words and cite properly. Okay, so that is about the developing your thesis. So in the Microsoft 365 Word, once you have downloaded Mendeley site just now, okay, once you have downloaded, you have installed. When you go to references, even in the Microsoft Word, the desktop version, how you want to get the Mendeley site is you go to references, you will get Mendeley site. Okay, if you click Mendeley site, it will appear here. Okay. Actually, what it actually does is actually it will load all your references here. So, for example, just now this is from Deva. So I'm searching based on the name of the author. So I can click this, and then I can insert citation. Before that, make sure we put the cursor here. Insert citation. Okay, so Deva is here. Alright. So what about the format of the references or the citation? The format, it should be here, citation style. Okay, this one is using APA, American Psychological Association 7th edition. Okay, if you look at UTM thesis guideline manual, you are allowed to use various formats. You can use APA, Harvard, even Harvard. Okay, just a note, maybe we are used to using numbers for our references. For example, in IEEE papers. Okay, IEEE papers normally will use numbers. They don't use APA or Harvard. But for your thesis, please do not use numbered versions. Use either APA or Harvard. It will be very difficult for examiners to track your references when you use numbers in your thesis, because so far I've been supervising and examining thesis for quite some time, but suddenly last few months I got one thesis with numbered references. Okay, yes, UTM thesis guideline allows you to use numbered, but it won't be helpful for examiners, because when we read your thesis, we need to know what references, who are the person that you refer to. So when we read your thesis, we know, okay, this is from Deva and Hetting, for example, this is from whoever the prominent researcher in that area. So I encourage you to use APA. This is the latest version, 7th edition, or you can also use Harvard. I just realized that, okay, if you select another style, I just realized that there is UTM Harvard. I search Harvard, you can find UTM. That means, okay, so it will update how you write it here. Okay, so when you write, you will include many references. Then later you will want to include at the very, for example, bottom of the Word file or your references list, you want to put the all list of references that you have cited, right? So what you can do is click more, insert bibliography. It will insert where you put your cursor location. Okay. This is just for demonstration here. I only inserted one references here, so only one will appear. So it will automatically include your citation or your references. So basically, this is how it works. You have your references in Mendeley Reference Manager. You have Mendeley site, whereby you can use Microsoft Word. Okay, and then also you have this one here. You can also download web importer, which is if you download the web importer, it will be installed here on your web on your Google Chrome.
Thank you to Dr. Nurmisha for your time and all the useful information shared with all of us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof.
All the best for your research.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Dr.
Welcome.